Warning. You are about to watch a program that is setting the standard for YouTube content. We don't charge for access, we don't sell account reviews, and we don't pass the bill to you. YouTube is free, Discord is free, and that's exactly how it should be. Time to level up.
You're watching pressure, not panic, not chaos, just pressure. Because strength doesn't need to shout to be real. Becoming confident, convinced this space should crack. That numbers and noise will be enough, and the first attacks hit the wall the way they always do. But every unit they send, every strike they commit, it isn't breaking anything, it's feeding it. You can see the moment it sets in, when confidence turns into hesitation. So they push harder, more attacks, more resources, more effort stacked on top of bad math. Fires don't start here, they start on the way out. Because this wall wasn't built for highlights, it was built for endurance. Wave after wave, the result stays the same. Because defense here isn't passive, it's patient. This is what happens when pressure meets structure, when noise meets restraint, when ego meets a wall that doesn't care. Welcome to WWC Live.
check. Oh, shit. There it is. What are you kidding me, folks? Fucking amateur hour around this place? I'll tell you, I'm just on here saying, first of all, welcome into WWC as we get going. I just saying last night after the mishap of what took place, I had to fix the chat like ASAP when I got off last night, and then clearly fixing the chat, I effed up my mic. Which, listen, that's what happens. All right, I'm no producer. I don't know what the hell's going on around. No audio engineer around these parts. But so I just said all this shit. Well, good. You didn't hear any of it. BunBun's in today. Building day today. We have, as you can see, a bunch of gift wrapped presents for Builders Day. That's thanks to my friend Wisconsin, who laid out my game plan for increase in building. I am going to talk a little bit about switching to engineer. I want to give a few people that are thinking about it, war leaders out there, you want to go to engineer. I will tell you positives already I've seen over the last couple weeks. If you are interested, then maybe you'd want it. If you're not, then you're probably like, go screw yourself. All fairness. Many people are saying that these days, so I'm good with it. So we'll talk about that little chip conversation we have for you as well. New guest stuff I'm going to bring on BunBun. We'll talk about some of the guest opportunities that we have at the WWC. You're looking forward. Maybe you want to be a guest on the WWC. We should talk about it. We'll go through that. Mobilization tonight. Won't spend a ton of time on that because, well, frankly, free to play can't do shit with it. So why do I want to dive into it that much? And then Awakening Shards. I do want to talk a little bit about Awakening Shards and where we are and what the game plan is and what we're doing. And also a lot of people are seeing what whales are doing with Awakening Shards. I keep getting these messages about what other people are doing. So I'll give you my take on what I think about Awakening Shards, what my game plan is, what I would recommend for you, all that good stuff. But enough of that shit. Let's get to the people. All right, let's go. Slavic, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, man? Good having you in. Palantir, all right. Australia in the house representing. Shout out to 1791. Elites, doesn't say it, but I'll tell you what. Shout out to 114 Forum. Always good having Elites in. Big fan. Chicken Charlie, what's up? Good having you in, buddy. Tanky, look who showed up tonight. Tanky. All right. What's up, Palantir? QB should do a troop giveaway. I need them badly. Well, I don't know about a troop giveaway, but you can come and take some, Tanky, if you want. You can come and take some of my troops. I welcome it, buddy. You're stronger. You're stronger than me. What are you up there? Like, I think, what are you, like 330 or something? I'm only a small little 3. I'm actually more than that, but I had to switch my squads around. Let's go to main. Let's go to main. Let's go. Main. Yeah, that should be better. Yeah. It'll pop up things. So yeah, 313. So I don't know. You're I think you take you like 330, something like that. 330, 340. I don't know. He's a big boy over there. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you with the soft talk. He's a big boy. Let's see. Chicken Charlie. I'm hoping Qatar and 327 don't interfere with other servers Warzone again. Oh, did they interfere with another server Warzone? Yeah, I don't like that shit, man. Yeah. No, unofficial QB says officially I don't like it. I think it's bullshit, to be honest with you. I think it's poor play. I don't think it's the way the game's intended. I don't think there's really a strong defense for it either, to be honest with you. I don't care your friends, not your friends, blah, 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 nonsense. Like, listen, it's Warzone Duel. Like, mind your business. Like, let server versus server happen, and then when it's time to fight, you either win mano a mano or you don't. Like, I just don't. I've frowned on that probably since I've been playing this game now for shit. What are we at? 2. The hell are we at? So 953 days. I probably frowned upon it after day 300, something like that. I mean, I watched a lot of that history of us, back in the day, using other servers, teaming up against other servers, and all the bullshit that goes about it, and interfering. And you know what I've learned over the years is you can interfere, and you think that it's wise to do so now, but you know what? It opens up the floodgates for when you need to win that big war against that tough server, right? Against that tough one. Not the easy ones that you're probably in right now. It's not even a Warzone duel right now. We've talked about it. This game has a long history, right? So it's that war in 9 months from now that you forgot about. That you're like, oh, this is going to be a tough one this weekend, folks. It's going to be a tough one. Then all of a sudden, people come out and smack you in the mouth when you're not expecting it. And then you're crying because somebody else interfered with your war. Hey, listen, turnabout's fair play, right? So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a fan of it for anybody. I don't think you interfere with people's wars. You stay out of it. You stay out of it. Jigsaw, okay, easy. All right, time. No, it sounds unbelievable. Who we got? Dizzy, what's up? Welcome in. Farmer Neds, welcome in. Shout out to 162. Shout out to 999. Oh, I do like saying that. I do like that. TJ, what up? Long time no see from you too. Going on? Good having you in. Thank you. I don't even know who the hell. At least shout out a server that you know somebody from. What is that? Call him. You call him like you see him. Damn, if whipping it out. What the hell are you talking about? Woo is for the children. What's up, buddy? Good having you in. ASD ruins the spirit of the server. Exactly. I totally agree. Dumb. 77. I don't know who 777 is, but sounds the same with 7. All right, so all the 7s apparently. Gus, what's up? Welcome in. Stelly, where is your friend? Miss Hug will go. I don't know what that is, but welcome in. Billy, what's up? Welcome in. And yeah, that's good. With BunBun? I thought I saw BunBun up there. No? BunBun is Bun is ready. Okay. All right, Bun. Well, I'm done with my greetings of my peoples. So let's get you in. All right. See how long it takes to get BunBun in now. Reset all these settings and doing all this shit. I tinker too much is the problem. Too much tinkering. I really do. I spend. Oh, hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay, got that. And oh, there we go. Well, I'm telling you, it's constant. Again, it's just a tinkering. It's like I'm sure everything is fine, and I make changes sometimes. I don't even think people know I make changes or what I do because it doesn't matter to anybody else. And
every single time I'm like, go to bed.
That's my bedtime. I know.
Yeah.
I listen. You're not lying. I'm up. Considering I have to get up at 4:30 a.m. every day Arizona time for work. I am up.
No. You do not get up at 4:30 a.m. for work. You get up at 4:30 a.m. so you can have your cortado and you can go to the gym.
That's fair.
Who are you lying to right now?
That's fair. That's just fair.
Okay.
But I do a lot of tinkering. Too much.
I keep like changing things as I change between bases, and then I have to like remember what my main is and like what my goal is there. And then I get confused because even though I'm now brunette, I have blonde moments, and then I'm like, Bun, what did you do? and then I have to refigure it out, which is not great for me. Join the train because you're not on that yet.
Am I? Give me a break at 3.5 hours, BunBun. I mean, you should be yelling at me because I didn't send all of my trucks out. That would have been more to yell at.
If I see your trucks out or hit your trucks yet, I'm telling Dober.
I had to
full send on the report.
I hit everybody. But I didn't do that. But I had 3.5 hours. They just started this thing. And in all fairness in here, and you know this, and you can prove it. When you're in UXW, the train, there's constantly trains. So you can't even remember if you got on it or not. Right? I mean, it's crazy.
I don't understand the train situation there because, like, I swear I get on it, and then, like, I go to bed and I wake up, and it's like another train came and went, and I'm like, for someone who barely sleeps, I'm like, how did I miss a 4-hour train window?
Yeah, because they run them like constantly. The train schedule at UXW is all day long. There's not one train. There's 3 trains every day. It's crazy. What?
Every single day.
Yeah.
And I am convinced that they have changed the RPG, RNG, whatever letters it is, to when you're hitting slaves, because I was hitting slaves that are 20 million less than me and didn't get a single EW chest. And I was like,
who's it? What's going on over here? Billy, thank you, brother.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out
Billy over here. Hey, it's 2:06.
What these people are doing.
He wishes us both the best. Do you see this? The Billy over here? Billy Ray.
Oh, thank you. That's Billy who. Oh, that's the Billy who he sent me 50 flowers. And he said I was a pain in his ass.
He told you were a pain in his ass?
Yeah.
Well, in all fairness, were you?
Probably.
Okay. Well.
I mean, we all know that I am not afraid to speak up when people are acting a way that they're not supposed to.
Appreciate you, buddy. And what do you mean? Is this what is this? Which BunBun is this? What do you got? Multiple BunBuns? What do you mean? It's BB.
I mean,
BunBun.
Yeah.
So 118.
Will just likes to pretend. Oh my god! So now there's this fun thing in the 118 like chat for that, our bracket of chat.
Mm-hmm.
I had like 3 people message me, and they're like, "I didn't realize that you were actually nice," and I was like, "What?" I was like, of course I'm nice. Like, who?
Your reputation's getting ruined.
My reputation is that the people actually think that I'm mean. And I'm like, no, I'm friends with the people I make fun of. Well, except for Woo likes to send me scary spiders. Okay? He doesn't send me cute animals from Australia, the fake country. He sends me scary spiders, scary spider nest, articles about these humongous nests of scary spiders. He's like, Bun, you should read this. And I'm like, I don't think that looks like a good link. Okay? And the internet's right, guys. Don't click links you can't trust. And if it comes from Woo, okay? It's probably spiders.
Woo's been constantly sending that shit out. Okay, so can I send you a picture of my army? Yes, you can. And just a quick touch up on that. I will be, me and Bun today will be more in the chat with you. So by all means, throw your questions out. I'll catch up with them. Really want to get more into the chat for you guys, especially today. So you can send me over a picture of your army. I don't know what that means. It's a dangerous question, but go ahead. I did the account reviews. I do have to I owe people explanation of the account reviews too. I got to put it on pause for Saturdays. First of all, we're in the middle of Warzone Duel. That's one. Secondly, it was before that. There's no excuse. I've been really working my ass off on coding stuff for WWC and doing stuff. I can't tell you how long I've been doing shit. It's really out of control. My wife says it's out of control. So it's been like 20 hours this weekend. I was doing all kinds of shit. Not bad for an unofficial person, by the way, BunBun. I've been doing a ton of shit around here, and it's gotta end. So it'll be soon. And then after, I'm sure I will be finished by the time Warzone Duel gets done over the next couple weeks. And then I will come back and do another review on accounts. And the people that have been waiting for a long, God bless you for submitting your account reviews. For like the ones that were waiting for a really long time, I'll send you some bricks. Like, I feel bad. I'm sorry. I didn't even give you an explanation for it. I'm a dickhead for it. I really should. And this is the problem with the chat too. Is I feel the same way with the chat. Like, if I don't get back to people, I feel like a jerk off. Like, you guys have sending me, and then I'm like, Bun. The other day, somebody messaged me, right? And they asked me something, and I noticed that they had asked me something like 2 or 3 times prior, and I didn't respond to that. And I felt like a complete jerk. I was like, what am I, big time in this person? I'm like, what do I not like you? I didn't respond to. Honestly, it's just they just got lost in the sea of messages, but I felt awful that I didn't respond back to them.
Can I be so serious right now for a second?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We have a super active Discord with a ton of nerds in it. Okay. Guys, if you are waiting for an account review, I promise you this army of nerds will pull out all of their spreadsheets and help you if QB hasn't gotten back to you yet. Okay? Because everyone's in a different range. So they might be in off season and not in Warzone, or they might have more time than QB has, because in 118, Warzone's pretty serious, okay?
I got to tell you something, though. She's not lying. Like, I mean, listen, it's also fun to get on. Like, I get it on YouTube. You talk about your shit and, like, put your name on. I'm not lost on that. I get it. But if you're waiting on me for a question, I haven't responded, I'm not being a dick. Like, I'm not ignoring you or big timing you. I got so much shit and so many messages sometimes. I'm not getting back to you. I will do my best, but she's not wrong. If you ask something in the Discord, those people are going to be on top of it in like 2 seconds. It's unreal. It truly is. What's his name?
And you guys also have to realize that, like, if QB ignores your message, he's literally not being an asshole. But sometimes he opens it, and then I might ping him for something, or something else happens, and he just forgets.
So fucking true.
To go back into it. So don't feel bad double messaging him. He has a workout routine. He has to go to work. Sometimes he's traveling for work. Okay, sometimes he has to see if, like, he put salt on his chicken. Like, he's a busy man. And also, if you're ever haven't heard from QB, feel free to message me. And I'll just be like, hold on, let me see what he's up to. Because sometimes he's in his nerd helmet and editing videos, or like tinkering with bots or something like that. He's programming.
Yeah.
I have to find him sometimes, okay?
I will tell you, you can go to that chat. I mean, what's his name's there too? You got Palantir's always there. You got Delbone. Delbone's always
Delbone
there.
will give you 15 paragraphs about what to do.
Dude, Delbone is so dead on with this friggin' game.
So thorough.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, you want to pick somebody's brain, just go pick Delbone. It's a dangerous place to go. I can tell you that.
Okay, there's people that'll answer your questions about where to take your tech, where to take your builds, what to focus on. I just saw a question about the Gorilla. For Gorilla, the $30 monthly thing that you guys are still getting offered, like you get one thing a day, that is worth the investment. Everything else for the Gorilla, over time.
I would be dumping money into it as a mid-spender. Or would it be better to continue to put that money into other things? So no. If you're a mid spender, TJ, yeah, go ahead. Get your shards. Definitely, like she said, definitely the $30 a month is that's a no brainer. Definitely get that.
That was such a good deal. I miss it.
Yeah, it's a great deal for the Overlord. But for you as a mid spender, no, I would get the shards and try to push your gorilla shards and your gorilla level. Most importantly, push your bond rating. So early on, you can push it. I personally don't like. So here's the choice you need to make as a mid spender. You're going to see people that are going to get higher in the bond rating than everybody else because they're going to buy the weekly. The weekly is certainly going to push you up. The problem is it's an additional $40 a month in your budget for a bond rating that is going nowhere. Like, you'll get there. I'll give you a perfect example. I've hardly ever bought the weekly. And I can show you. I am right now at what? I'm at Heart Bond. I'm here. The people that have bought the weekly, TJ, so you can make your decision, are now every single week. As soon as the Overlord comes out, if you buy it every single week, they are at Elite Ace right now. So people like Doberman and people that bought it every single week, they're all the way down here. But here's my issue with the Overlord and why I'm not that concerned about it. Because the bond rating is what matters, and what you really want to do early on, TJ, is get this resistance to all damage types at 45%. That happens at, I think the last percent is at before Heart Bond. It's at Strategic Pillar, I believe, is when you get it to 45%. After that, this crit rate starts moving. And it's, great. I mean, whatever. It's good crit rate to move forward, but I'm telling you, you really see the difference in moving this resistance to all damage types. And when you think about the Overlord is a defense mechanism. It's an absorber. It just absorbs damage. So the more you can get that resistance up, the more it absorbs. And you just keep going. So I highly recommend it. With that comes your special training. You're going to have to move it to get some of your ratings up. So yeah, I would focus on that. I will tell you the one thing I will not focus on if I were you are the skills. Only worry about these two skills, the Brutal Roar and the Overlord Armor. I would not worry about anything offensive. I'm at 18 and 19, and at this point, I don't even need to be this far, to be honest with you. I would be more focused on these two, and this is coming from somebody who has not bought. Hear that, TJ? I have not bought Overlord skills, and I am almost done with the armor and the Brutal Roar. And I can tell you, once I finish these two, I am not excited to have to work on the offense of the shitty Overlord. So it's not getting me excited at all. So anyway, TJ, that would be my advice for you. But it is the rating, the push the shards to get the levels up does help because you end up getting the skills. And this is where it really, like Brutal Roar and Overlord Armor, you end up pushing the skill rating, the stars on the skills, and then that's what benefits. So early on, I would push the shards and push the bond rating.
Also make sure you're going into your VIP store and getting, because they offer one every week there for your in the training area. The promote rating thing.
Speaking of Bun, what am I supposed to do with these?
Bond badges, what I mean. I'm fine mentally. Have you tried screaming? That's usually what I do when I can't figure things out.
Yeah. No, I have not tried.
Oh my God, guess what? Yeah. My 778 base got approved to move. So me and my group of friends there were moving.
You have a third? You have a third server?
I'm everywhere. And I'm moving to 788, and I'm joining the Bruh Alliance. And I think that is such a vibe for me right now.
Ridiculous.
Because don't I give total Bruh energy?
I don't know why you're part of 3 servers. It's obnoxious.
Well, what happened was I was just so well loved that I just had to spread myself around. But it works out pretty well because the seasons don't line up since they're so bad at rolling them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're so slow between them. I'm able to participate fully in the early servers and then my later servers. But people have been doing this for a while now. Like people in the 700 range have been making ones in the 1,000 to 2,000 range because you get bored.
Yeah.
I can only click so many buttons in a day-to-day base. And when you're in a super peaceful server with no civil wars or drama, you got to clack your button somewhere.
I hear you. Hold Crash, $25 for shards for Overlord month chart thing. I'm talking, the Gus said it, the $30 handbook is what it is.
Yeah.
It comes every month, it passes out. That's the one I'm talking about. Chaos, still buy the Gorilla and T11. Hit 59.
Did you used to buy Gorilla stuff in the old bullet thing?
Yeah, that's what Chaos said. Or who somebody asked it down here.
Yeah, somebody just asked that, and I was like, I don't
Overlord
remember.
Training Guidebook has been removed, but when the Overlord releases the initial patch, where they Pelta, they removed it for the experience for the older servers. They removed it for the newer servers. They don't have the training guidebook anymore. Are you sure?
I heard it was there.
I would be shocked if they got. Why would they get away with? Why would they get away from that? I would be shocked if they did that. In the newer servers, I know they got rid of it for us and for the middle servers, but I don't think when it first comes out they'd get rid of it. But somebody will let us know, I'm sure. I get my training guides from Bounty. I do as well, Chaos. I thought Chaos was the one who asked about the old. Did I get my bond badges from the old? Well, wherever your question was, I saw. Oh, right there. Chaos said it. Yeah. Did you get it? I did from the old Bounty Hunter. I cleaned out every single time. I never missed a Bounty Hunter. I cleaned them all out. 50-50.
Are we saved anything for the new Overlord? There's no new Overlord announced yet. Good. The polar bear one is just a myth, joke, whatever. I mean, you guys have to realize that
it was announced.
We just got a bunch of things removed. We have not had an event, events that we usually have. We have no announcement on Season 7, no announcement on HQ 36 to 40. We have nothing new that has come out. So,
good. And I'm happy. I'm happy.
But we don't know if another Overlord is coming. And when it does, I'm sure it'll have some type of handbook deal, whatever, to go with it, like they do for every new release of things.
But we did get new shit that came out. I mean, people want to say, like,
The Awakening.
T11s. T11s came out.
Oh,
like, I don't know why we don't count T11s. Like, why doesn't that count as something new? It's new.
I feel like that was 2 seasons ago, wasn't it now?
Yeah, but it was like a newer thing. Like T11s came out and then Awakening came out. It was something that came out. Like, I mean, T11s, it made your whole process change in what you go after now for this, and you have to do this, and you get your cores. Whatever. How is that not something new? Like, you get cores, which is brand new, and like all that stuff was new. I like that. And then Awakening shards were definitely new. For this season,
I feel like the 11s are the 11s for a low to mid to no spender are such a slow growth that I feel like maybe we don't count it as much because there's still so many players that have not unlocked them, or there's so many servers now that have not even gotten to them yet.
Well,
I mean, you have to realize that you're in like the start range, and now we go up to server 2,300. So
yeah.
Majority of servers don't have them yet.
But I'm saying, like, when they came out and those that don't have them, you're starting to learn, like, you're going to get a lot of opportunities in the black market cash, spend it on the cores, get them. Glittering market, I mean, to unlock them, it's really worth it to unlock them. And you know, the way that they're killing mythic prints now, you're not as far behind as you once were. Like before, I feel like mythic prints are just as important for gear, but at the same time, if you don't get them now, it's not as big of a deal. Like, I just say that because people used to be getting prints 10 at a clip we were getting them every month at Bullseye. Can't do that anymore. They went from 10 to 2. Glittering, I'm getting them 10 every single month. They went from 10 to 5. So, you know, it's just a huge reduction in the amount anybody can get mythic prints. So if you look at the comparison of what a free-to-play player was to even a high-spend player now coming on board, before it was like, holy shit, I can't miss any opportunity to get a mythic print because I'm so far behind. That's been crunched now for newer servers to think about. The mythic prints are still they're still important, but you're not going to be as far behind if you pass something on like a glittering event for T11 cores or something like that. So I think how you collect them now is going to be a lot different the way the game is played on these newer servers.
Definitely more well-rounded and more fair.
Yes, agreed.
Than those who are already in servers that have massive mega whales.
Yes, agreed.
And they're just, just little itty bitty fishes.
Agreed.
So I'm happy for those players. I think that's great that they get to have, like, I think a healthier power exchange.
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't really help the people who have already been in super mega servers with people who were gigantic that they could never match up against.
No, but it slows people down. Like, it slows somebody like myself down. What time is it? I got to do arena. Let me just do it now. Before I hate arena, so let me just get it out of the way.
It's really great in 118 because I'm just like, I'm not top 200 THP, so I don't even have arena. Just be weak QB like me, and then you're fine.
Diamonds. Okay, I'm 374.
What's it like to live my dreams, you know?
What do you think I'll get up
Your front corner is so stressful to me.
Really? I love it.
Oh my gosh. Like, God of Judgment, you're like, yes, that one's cool. I'm going to put this back here. The rest of them, you're like,
yes,
hey, you're ugly. Just go stand here for a second.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God of Judgment is the only decoration that I have that I care.
I know. Did you hear that, guys? He doesn't even like putting the bunnies out.
Nothing else.
Yeah, nothing. I move my decor around seasonally. So like when it's around Valentine's Day, I put like the little piano guy, the little love people in the car up front. You know, when it's around Christmas, I put the tree up front. For fall, I move the really ugly pumpkins and the weird looking turkeys. Why? Who knows? But I do it. Okay, it's like my way of like decorating. Like, yes.
All right, but I'm up to 99.
For the day. Is that it?
99.
I'm gonna need you to get into top 10, okay?
Top 10?
You better just start beating everyone up.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
Oh, and shout out to Wisconsin because I actually bet on him to win in championships last night, and he did win today. And a lot of people voted against him.
Oh,
I was like,
the votes were huge against him.
And I was like, man, if this was actual like betting, I would have been so rich right now. Like, I max bet on him though, and he came through for me. But BunBun, while
27, I don't think top 10 is going to. Not yet. It'll take a couple days, maybe after tomorrow.
I just sent you my army on Discord. Please review it. If it's in the Discord, it'll definitely get reviewed. You don't have to worry about that.
Holy shit. I was like 316 million. Jesus.
You know what people like to do in the 700 range? They like to make their third squad just a single hero.
You ordered me to, and I did it.
Look at that.
Top 10.
Look at that. We're proud of you.
There you go. Now I have to try to find somebody to fight. Not on my team. Beatable.
Yeah, well, there is a secondary arena, but it's like every other week. So 2 weeks ago I was in it, and then it was like a week of just being like you can click on it, you know, to get your gems every day, but there was no actual arena to play. So this past week I didn't have anything there. I could just collect gems and cheer people on. So
this so Peanut is 317. This person on 150, this Azes, 341 million. I played against this person in Winter Storm, and they're so damn strong. This
Winter Storm was so I got so mad at Winter Storm last night. I had to stop playing. I was like, what is this?
Oh man, that's funny. Okay, what am I missing here? Why we don't know yet. The question is more about thinking what's next and comparing to spending those skill medals on offensive skills. Almost a year now. Feels like a long time. Yes, that's very true, Scuba Steve. It's very true. They have been out, but I'm just saying, like, it's something new. Awakening is brand new, right? Like, so that came out new. The only reason why I embrace that they haven't come out with anything new is because if you come out with something new means power, right? They're going to come out with something new that's going to give people power. And free to play and low spenders are trying to catch up. They're still trying to catch up and slow crawl their way to like a full exclusive weapons to 30 and you know, like just
Me
normal
daily,
shit.
slow crawling. I'm army crawling, guys.
Yeah, I mean, really,
Okay.
like they really are. It's
Sometimes
crazy.
when I like to stress QB out, I will screenshot all of my exclusive weapons and send him the whole plethora in one of my bases, and he'll be like, "Bun, bun, 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 bun. What are you doing? I need a drink." And I'm like, this is not me. I didn't do this. Okay, this was other me. Okay, you can't blame me for what me did.
I don't
okay?
like
She's
it.
two different people.
I don't like it one bit. But we're straightening it up. Your exclusive weapons are getting straightened out. We'll fix it.
It's a work in progress. Don't worry.
We'll fix it. But I mean,
okay.
yeah, so that's the trade-off that you have about like doing something new is, you know, like for example, what everybody looks past is you're like, look, they didn't come out with anything new. But then look, they just released the console, the video game thing concept, right? The console concept. I mean, it's something that they did.
People are so serious about that, and it has me cackling like a little evil witch in the corner, cackling because these people are so competitive. They're like, I went and got the iPhone 17 Pro. I took my screen protector off so my finger could move faster. And I'm like, I just go on and I like tip tap.
Yeah, but I feel like it was something new. And you know what else they came out with that they didn't have before? Gold Vein. Everybody's playing Gold Vein. Majority of people are really liking that event. They came out with that. That was newer.
Great rewards.
Yeah, great. 100%. There were really good rewards at that. I totally agree with you. So
Season 6 had really good rewards as well, as long as you were active.
Season 6 was different. It was more strategic. I felt like, I don't know. I really liked Season 6. I think it had a lot to do with your allies, who you ended up being matched with, you know, who you were against. Like, there's a lot of factors that go into whether you like it. And if you're only happy if you win, then, you know, that's going to impact whether you thought it was a good season too. But, I mean, the concept was good. It was strategic. So, I don't know. I think when we talk about stuff that comes out, it's not just about a building. You know, it doesn't just be whatever. Because, again, when they come out with those things, they just add power. And the people that already have 140 million people, you don't need them getting more power. Like, you know, you got to try to catch up to them.
I need more power. I'm trying to be beefy.
But everybody's looking at it just like, you're just looking at it wrong. Like, you're trying to make up this wide margin of power, and it's going to take you at this rate. It's going to take you years. So the longer they want to go without coming out with something new, be thankful. It's the people who are at the top end that are capped. They're all like, hey, when are you coming out with something new? I'm bored. Yeah, because they just bought whatever. They came out with Tactical that's supposed to take you forever. And what did they do? They just threw 40,000 at it and just bought it to the end quickly. So yeah, they run out of shit to do. But listen, if you come out with something new to do, they'll just complete that in 2 seconds as well. And they'll get all the power from it. And, you know, now they'll have a 160 million squad. So I'm telling you, pump the brakes, be thankful they haven't come out with anything, and embrace it. Just keep
I'm going to write them actually. I'm going to write support today and just say, I really want to thank you for not coming out with anything new because I am so weak still and I need like 2 years to catch up. Thank you so much.
Correct. That's what you should be saying.
Okay.
That's what I said, but season 5, like season 5, when we got done with season 5, we got to UXW, I had a live, and I said, the best thing they could do right now is nothing. And they did nothing in the off season 5 to 6. We did all season 6, they did nothing. And now between season 6 and 7, guess what? I'll say it again. I hope they do nothing again. Because I think that's the best for the game. I think doing nothing right now is the best. There's plenty of things for people who need to catch up. People aren't done with their chips. They're not done with their gear. They're not done with their Overlord. They're trying to work on Awakening. They're trying, you know, they're doing Tactical. You're doing T11s. There's so many things that people are behind on. So it's like, you know, If there's nothing for you to do, then that means you're incredibly strong. So fight the good fight. If you're bored and you have nothing to do, I'll give you something to do. Go email somebody and tell them to lower teleports, advanced teleports. That's your job. If you have nothing to build, it means you're strong, and it means you're suffering with advanced teleports. Go bother somebody about it, because we need help.
I'm gonna bother everybody about it.
We need help.
Hello, I'm here to file a complaint.
Yes. Go to your local store and tell them.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So
yeah, Misa,
I have to yell.
Here's my tech.
I have to yell at like 6 people. Like 6 at least. Tanky. First of all, Tanky has been switching his profile picture all around the place. One point he was you. One point, I think he might still be a woman. And he had a cat on his tank, and I said, "Excuse me, I am a bunny. Where is my place?" Okay? Imagine him trying to take a cat around instead of a bunny. Crazy work, okay? So thankfully he changed that, but I was ready to throw hands. Okay? my Gump and Loki was coming for him.
Tanky, what are you doing, man? Changing pictures. He was changing names. Remember me? He was me and Meteorite. He was throwing.
Yeah.
Tanky's having fun.
And he's
having fun.
like,
leave him alone. He's having a good time.
And
over there.
it's so funny to me because that's like a tactic that some people use is they'll like change to their opponent's profile pictures or whatever. Guys, guess what? I've already gone in, given you all a nickname that is a name I know you by. Okay, so you can all be Bun. And I'll know it's not one of me.
I like it. Thank you.
Like, you can all be me.
But
you're not me.
Tanky's doing what most people need to do and chill the F out and enjoy the game. He's having fun. I like it.
They want to see your tech then.
I got it.
Which is disgusting.
I've been showing it.
Disgusting.
I showed my disgusting.
I'm fighting you about that too.
Who else we got? And okay, just my man Will came in. Always good to see Will. Will's a good dude.
I still need 300 blueprints and 5k EWs. Tanky.
My main squad was already full of mythics before the Mythic Depression. There's officially the time period was called the Mythic Depression now, Chaos. I like it. My army. Well, okay, Stelly. I will look at it after. I'm not no review right now. And there's always the option of using Hedge's Last War Survival stores and passes. Compare item prices and availability for all stores. Well, yeah. Listen, Captain Hedgehog is amazing. Our partner, phenomenal. I highly recommend you go to his site for anything. Really, like the best thing is any guide you need, any calculation you need in this game. That's your guy. Phenomenal.
And if you guys are in a newer server and something has changed from when we played it, you can just show him the notes and he'll make the adjustments on his site. He's so nice. Yeah, so always be super nice to him, or I will come and bite you.
He is really like the nicest guy. Well, you can just go watch when we had him on the show interview. We got to bring him back too. He is awesome. He's a nice guy. He deserves all the attention, and that's why he's our partner. Because he's he's just phenomenal for the game.
Yeah, we only like the nice people. And trust me, QB does get quite a few offers for partnerships, and like the vibes just are not vibing. We're not there for that.
It's really not. You're ridiculous. So we do get partner offers, but we turn them down because ultimately you have to for me personally anyway, if you're going to partner with somebody, it has to be a true partnership. Like you have to want to sit there and advertise for that partner. Like that's your partner, right? You're your partner. I don't like having like, hey, we're partners with 17 people, but are they though? They're just 16 other people that you're like allowing to hop onto your Discord. And then oftentimes what happens is you can't control it. And then you advertise to your Discord and your people don't want to see it. And then it's going to make way more of a job for people like BunBun and Zero to try to police all that because everybody's throwing links out. And it's just obnoxious. So really, the reason why we're partners is the two people right now is because they're two people that offer different things to people in the game that were unique. The coordinates list can get you links to anywhere. They do all kinds of stuff. They have the Excel spreadsheet that you can go on. Mike Sage and everybody sits there and tracks VIP 18s. They truly offer you something unique to this game that other people don't. So I think it's really good. At least, and if you're before you say like, oh, other people do that, and websites or whatever, they were the originals. So they offer all that stuff, and then people copied them and found all different stuff to do. The other thing is Captain Hedgehog. Listen, Captain Hedgehog's been around forever. That guy puts all that work and effort in. And here's something that I don't know if you know, but a lot of people just steal shit from Captain Hedgehog and then make videos. Those people aren't getting the information on their own. They just wait for Captain Hedgehog to publish a perfect guide. Then they take it, read it, and then they go and publish their own shit. You don't even have to play the game, guys, to be on YouTube. Just all you need to do is read Captain Hedgehog's website like you play the game, and then you go and fucking make a video. So to me, he's a great partner to have because he offers a service that everybody in Last War should have. So to me, that's why they're our partners, because of what they offer.
Absolutely.
Uniquely to the
And Hedgie will stay up when a new season's released. Hedgie stays awake, so that way he can see like all the stuff that's coming out for the season, and he can immediately work on it. I mean, that takes some dedication.
Yeah.
And so much time. Like, I know that, like, we say this all the time, like, people get caught up. It's so busy. It's truly a second job to do anything outside of Last War that Last War isn't doing for its own community. I mean, think about how long people have had Discord now because there was no way to chat in-game with your own team. I mean, you guys have to thank your leadership for the Discords, the VC options. I mean, they try to add some really bad voice chat thing in DS that I tried out and absolutely cannot stand. They have tried to now add in like group chats and stuff like that, which is great if you're in the same grouping. But if you're not in the same grouping, then you can't make a group thing. So you're still using extra, services and sites and stuff to commuldicate with your in-game team.
Yeah, it's a good effort by the game. I mean, hopefully it shows people that they need to be on voice chat. But yeah, there's better options to be on voice chat than the game. But if you have none, then go ahead and use it. Chaos, interesting you're saying Goldfang is kind of being ruined for you, almost because you got 15 whales in there. So one thing everybody has to admit, right? With all of the spending things, I know you think you can't stop the gap that happened when you talk about where we are. If you're anywhere in like, I don't know, in the under 800 servers, under 1,000 servers, 1,200 servers, whatever, you may look at like, oh, everybody's spent and you got all these whales and they're kind of, too big and ruining the game. Number one, you're making an argument for why they made the spending changes, right? Because you have too many whales that are just completely out of control because they spent like wild and they're way ahead of everybody and it takes away from the fun for the game. So think about how server 2300 is going to be now playing the game. From brand new coming in, playing with people that can't be whales overnight. They could be stronger, no doubt, because they're spenders, but they just can't be as fast, anywhere near as fast as the people who used to be able to do it. So I just think like those people are going to enjoy this game a lot more. They're going to play a different game than the people who played between, I don't know, maybe 300 to 1,500.
Yeah, that's probably a good, because I think the first grouping and maybe even some of the second grouping had a lot of like the tester items.
Yeah.
And then they saw how bad it was. Because remember, 118 had that bottom tech in season 6 that you and I talked about where like 40 was not high enough because it was max. They moved it to 45 for the 700 range.
Oh, they did.
So they're listening and they are making changes, but it also means that like the one benefit of me is that I'm playing, the first grouping of it, of like what this is, and then by the time it gets to my second base, I'm like, oh, they changed this. Okay, hold on. And I'm able to kind of give like a real reaction to if I like the change or not.
Yeah.
Because, they added the 2 extra ports, which was nice. Because your girl be porting a lot.
I think it would be a blast to replay the game again. Like if we did it now would be a good spot to like do it. Even not now, even let it go a little bit long. I'll tell you this. I don't have time. It's just, there's no way I can truly put in time to play in 2 different places. It's impossible for me. Especially with all the coding I do and everything I do for the WWC. As an unofficial person. I will tell you, unofficially, I don't have enough time to do anything for the game. I'm too busy with the game already. But maybe we'll say like if we get to season 10, we have like a 10th season, then maybe we'll redo it or something and try it out with the light spending and see how we do.
I think if they were to announce like a 4-month hiatus or something like that, where they were just going to like really pump the brakes, we could go into a new server and like try it out and kind of see how like things are going out there. But I don't think that you or I could give it like the full focus and attention, because there's always weekend stuff. There's Meteor, Warzone.
Oh, are you reading that? Did you just read the chat?
What does that say?
Huh?
What does that say?
Do you read the chat on YouTube, or do you read the chat on the TV, like on the screen?
On the screen, because I don't think I can see it, and I can't see it unless you give me the role that you gave.
Whoa! Other people can't see the chat on YouTube?
No. Wait, we can.
Yeah.
If we're open to it, but I don't have it open. I just play you on my TV because.
Okay, well I see it earlier than you or whatever. They're talking about server 2300, and so he said, "This is wild." He said apparently there's issues in 2300, and Billy's like, "Issues?" And Beck goes, "Yeah, 2300's imploding." What? What?
Oh! They actually put this in the Discord earlier, and I read it, and I was like, "That's hilarious!" And I almost went to go make a base.
What's happening?
Okay.
Please tell me.
Apparently they took their level 1 cities, and everyone, of course, you know, it's players that have already played are going and making new bases, so everyone knows what they're doing.
Okay.
Everyone is the smartest one in the server. You know, I know what the plan should be. I'm going to be the strongest. You know, we're not going to work together, and they're just, you know, attacking one another and acting crazy. And I want to tell you guys, this is common in every new server, because there has to be a barking order. Okay? And I know that you want to be like, oh no, it's not like that in my server. Like, yes, it is. Yeah, the top alliance is still, even if they are giving you the best chances of having the fairest, you know, power range, full whatever, there still is a pecking order. Okay? You're not going to give the 5th ranked alliance better land.
Fucking dumb.
Than the 1st or 2nd ranked alliance. That's never going to happen.
I mean,
so like, obviously, you know, I hate to be the person that says that, because I've been in smaller alliances, I've been in main alliances, but you know, if you're going to be powerful, you're going to have to be in a top alliance, because otherwise you're just going to get bitter and grumpy, and then you're going to burn people. But
I mean, you're also just going to have, ultimately, you're just going to have like trolls that are doing it on purpose to, you know, to fuck around. So it's
I wish I had disposable income like that, where I could just go make a base, spend as much money as possible.
Well, it's not that much anymore.
Everyone.
I mean, it's not that much anymore either. Like, they're starting out and they're probably dumping, you know, like a few $100 or something like that, and it's more than
somebody that has a base in the 2000s. Can you please let me know what your strongest players like THP is?
Yeah, I'm just,
because
that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that they're just people that pick it up and they just, you know, anybody could be trolls anywhere you go. That's part of the problem. You know, is people just fake. That's what was happening before, is people with VIP 18 accounts, and you know, they just get strong and they're just trolls. There was that guy.
I keep writing support and asking them to let me combine all my bases. Imagine how strong I'd be, guys.
Hey, Beck. Who's the troll on the OG servers that just burns everybody in their own server just for fun because they don't give a shit? Who's that guy? He's like third. He's like third in kills, huh?
I can name a few, but I won't.
Nobody play. That's what he plays the game for. What? Beck will know his name. Watch. I'm telling you. All he does is just kill everybody in his own servers. That's what they say. I don't know his name.
Tanky.
Can't remember it. But he's like third in kills. If I pull up the kill list, I'll find him. He's like... No, there's a few. What are we talking about? There's only one. Yeah, there it is. See? You know who it is. That Tim. That's it. Tim. That's who it is.
Can we interview him?
I would gladly interview him.
Okay. Hi,
Gladly.
what motivates you to wake up every day? Oh, well, I wake up and I decide I'm going to burn my server again.
Yeah, that's what I hear. It's just like, yeah, fuck this game. I just want to burn people, and he just does it. I mean,
it's a war game. What do you think's supposed to happen? And you're just like, well, we're supposed to work together. Nah, I'd rather just burn you all.
I'd rather just burn you. I'll wait until you're fighting. I'll burn everybody here. I mean, that's I don't know. A lot of us learn that you're not supposed to do that around, like, I don't know, day 60, 90, 120. You're like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. We actually want people to show up for war. He's like, fuck you. I'll just go to another one.
He only steals your best trucks. He only plunders your task.
Yeah, he literally changes
servers. That's great.
He literally changes servers and burns the entire server. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, that's what he's playing the game for. It's,
I would like to know how, when he applies for a new server, how nobody knows this about him and they let him move.
Hey, see, Scooby says it right here. Right now on 648, they're doing it. 2 trolls burning weaker players. That's what's going on. And they said that server 71, when we left 71, somebody got angry or whatever, and there were 2 people, and they were just kept burning the entire server. They're just burning it down.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's one way to play the game. There's different ways to play.
I got a special birthday pass from my war lord in 787 that I owe him 1 burning. So he's going to remove his troops from the wall, and I'm going to burn him before I leave. I'm very excited for it. But other than that, like, if I go to hit someone, it's like a mutually exclusive situation. But over the weekends, I'm right on the edge of the mud, and so we had a couple other players come over, and they were just hitting my base to use up the protectors. And 687 got worried for me, and they're messaging me like, "Are you good? Like, we're cheering for you." And I was like, "Yeah, guys, we're fine. We're having fun. Like, that's what this game is for." Everyone is like, yes, the war is serious. Yes, there's moments that you should be completely serious and you should be there for your team, but it's also a game. Okay? Have fun with your friends. Send a Gump.
This guy.
Send a Loki.
Bun, can you sweet talk and reach out to this guy and see if he wants to come on? Because I would love to talk to this Tim.
Absolutely.
He kind of seems up to WWC Alley. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I like him.
Look at him. Are you reading these comments? Well, first of all, Tanky. Hold on. This is the problem. You get people that are like Tanky and myself. Tanky's over there at 334 million, and he's saying, Timmy's not even that strong. Timmy's like 278 million total hero power, okay? He's not that strong. I mean, yeah, he's not Stickman, but like, come on, Tanky. He's 278 million. He can take care of pretty much the majority of a server. Well, I mean, what is he? Probably 5th? He's top 10 on his server, probably. All right, reach out, Beck. do the service and see if...
No. Beck, send it to me. Let me sweet talk.
Let's get him out.
I really, really like what you've been doing with your squad.
Well, let's find out what he's doing. Let's find out what his story is and what he's up to. I'm all for it. Let's go. I
watch people hit him for 40 minutes straight. That's great. I see, like, chaos like that really just makes me so happy because it makes no sense.
I'd like to know what makes him tick. I don't want to just interview him like, some silly thing. I have good questions for the guy. Like, I really want to know. I want to get in this, Tim's head over here and figure out
Tim is teaching them strategy. He's teaching them how to rally and rally faster and how to fight better.
I want to know.
He's training people for the last war.
Does he?
Okay, when the last season comes out, they're going to be like, "Thank you, Tim. You taught me how to fight better."
That's how I started 72X. I started 72X on server 72, and there was this guy who got so mad at me, he changed his name to QB Fan Club. And he would just hit Beck was in there. He would just hit our team. He would hit people like Beck. He would just wait until and then hit Beck. And I got to teach people like Beck. I would tell them on chat and messages, please keep hitting my team. You're helping me train everybody on how to fight. on when to take their wall down. I taught them, like, look how far he is away from his base right now attacking. As soon as you see his number one squad out, go hit him. Go hit him now. And I would train them, like how to move on like the RS tiles. I would train people like people didn't know how to play the game like that. And we would teach them and be like, please keep hitting our squad. Please hitting our team, please. His name was QB Fan Club there, Tanky. You can go ahead and change. You can take the name probably. I'm pretty sure he quit a while ago.
Tanky, actually, you should just be you should change your name to QB's favorite boy. Okay?
No, please.
And then
please don't.
And then I'll change my name to I own Tanky.
I don't know.
And they'll just be all really confused.
It doesn't sound very fun for Tanky to name himself QB's favorite boy. It doesn't sound very fun for Tanky to have that name.
He would get the Stickman would be in his DMs like, excuse me?
I'm sure.
What is this?
I'm sure QB Fan Club probably won't be too popular over on 96 either. So I think that's enough. I don't think he has to do anything worse than that.
I like to message Stickman and Stones and just be like, hey, stop bullying me. I'm gonna send my gump after you.
Isn't it the same?
And
Isn't it the same person?
Man.
Like,
yeah. But I like to
Stone,
message them both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then he'll be like, you can't break my wall. And I was like, my gump can definitely take you. Like, I'm being so funny. And this man is like, you won't be able to break my wall. Are you kidding me? My gump isn't going to break you? Never knew.
Yeah.
Thanks for the information, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. These people are crazy.
I'm pretty sure. I can take my tech down now. I think everybody studied it at this point. So
you need to load yourself with gold bricks if you're going to get things tonight.
Me?
Yeah. You don't have any.
I know I'm out. Well, I was waiting for Tanky to fill them up.
Tanky hasn't even sent me a castle. He literally promised. He was like, I'm going to send you castles, multiple. Okay.
I have
and he hasn't even sent one.
What time is it? Oh,
it is 7:38, 6:38 for you.
So oh, perfect. Nobody's in line. Let me get it now.
Nobody's in line.
Yeah, I had one. Uh-oh. The game freeze?
No, probably not. I love how Panther came on. He's like, why is she laughing so much? Panther, have you ever thought about trying to smile? Okay, just one time.
Panther's where's Panther?
Panther's my favorite angry man. Because he helped me with something and I sent him a phone and I said, thank you so much. And his response was no.
He is the best. He is fantastic. Yeah, I don't even know. How do you know that's Panther? How do you know that's Panther? I
know it's our Panther.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
There's trolls I cannot tell you how many trolls are everywhere. So you never know.
I mean, I can tell you how many trolls.
Tim already responded. Where's Tim? Where'd he respond? We'll make an account 27. He said, guys, Tim responded. Okay, what did Tim say? Tim not into it?
We're good.
Mid-season season 6 question. Should I put all awakening? Oh yeah, we do got to get an awakening. So Mr. Master.
I would put all.
Giving primary focus.
Thank you, Scooby. You have a good night too. Huh? Scooby said, QB BunBun, have a great night. So I just skipped to that one. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Scooby. He asked what the WWC. Good. Well, he tell him he would be unofficial. So
yeah, and technically he is wrecking war zones, just his own.
That's the right question. That is the right question to ask. What is the WWC? Yeah, it's easy to spot them. Just watch for the bases. Tile jump. He knows. He knows what. He knows the WWC. Given primary focus is going. I don't know that Tim I don't know that Tim really gives a shit about anything that's WWC related or any YouTube. I think Tim just owns the account and gets. This is why I want to kick it back with Tim here. That is a whiskey conversation too. I can promise you that. That is a whiskey. I will have a whiskey on that Tim conversation.
I'm gonna have to get drunk for that one to understand this, man. So let me get this straight. You wake up, you go to the bathroom, and you say, "Now's a good time to hit them." Perfect. No, they're not expecting it.
I think if you're Tim, you're just like, you got a rough day at work or something. You come home and you're like, "Fuck this, someone's gonna burn," and you just find people and you start burning people, and you're like, "Holy shit, do I feel better?"
Literally me.
So it is what it is.
Did you hit the boss? Did you hit the boss, the wanted boss?
Yes. Yes, okay. I did. Yes, I did. Okay, all right. So glittering. So 100. I got 100 gold shards. Where's Wisconsin? Wisconsin needs to see this one.
My God.
I take a picture.
He's good. That's great.
Let me take a screenshot. Wisconsin.
Beck, that's how you like talk to him. You should have been like, "Hi, my name's Beck. I want to introduce you to Bun. She thinks that you burning things all the time is really hot, and she's newly single." Just go all out, Beck. Okay. I'm reeling him in. Woo-hoo. It's a WWF. I am in the WWC. We don't even know what we're doing, guys.
Okay, so and I know Awakening Shards.
Awakening Shards.
I do want to talk about Awakening Shards. It gets serious for a minute. So Awakening Shards, you're going to run into in season 6, right? So we have Tesla, Diva, and Kim that come out. So what are you going to do with Awakening Shards? So here's the thing. When you read about Awakening Shards, right? Let's look at the write-up, because that tells you all to me. All right. So your first star is really, you got 5 stars that you can get to, and you have limited Awakening Shards as it opens up. Now, the majority of the Awakening Shards that you get are going to be universal. That's incredibly important to know. Now, where do you get these Awakening Shards? You're going to be able to fight in this little base right here that you get to put on, and it's called the Global Expedition Base. And when you open it up, you're going to get to actually fight different squads, similar to kind of how the armored truck works. You're going to get to fight different squads, and then as you continue to win, you're going to get shards. Now, the first shards that you get are enough to unlock the Awakening skill, and that'll be like for Diva specific shards, or Kim specific shards, and Tesla specific shards. But after that, they're universal shards that you get. And so when Kim first comes out, you're like, "Oh, let me use them on Kim, and let me move those universal shards up, and let me get, let me push her. Oh, Diva's out. Okay, now I'm going to push her stars and go over. Now Tesla's out. Okay." That's your natural reaction, is to push them to 1 star and 2 star, and really to push them to 2 star, because if you look at the skill itself, what it says is once you get to 2 stars, you're going to deal 20% additional damage. So, of course, you're like, "Man, I want the 20% additional damage." And then you quickly realize you're out of shards. If you're even lucky enough to be strong enough to get there, you're going to be out of Awakening Shards. Now, what the game has done is they've offered to do this for free, where they'll give you out the shards. You don't have to pay for them like exclusive weapons. But here's the catch. The stronger you are, the more you get. Therefore, the whales and people that are really strong are able to push these a lot further. And they're going to get a lot of Awakening Shards that are very disposable to them. They can go and push everybody, this to 4, and that to 2, and that to 4. They can do whatever they want. The mistake that people do is they start looking at what whales are actually doing with these shards, because they're so strong, they can afford to, let's say, make a mistake or push around things that, on different squads, they can afford to push them because they're getting so many of them. You, if you're not as strong, are going to get limited amount of Awakening Shards. So if you use them incorrectly or not to the best of your advantage, then it's going to mean a lot more for you than somebody else. So my recommendation, as you look forward to this, the big pushes here are 20%, 40% for the stars. Now, if you do a couple, you're going to do it to a 3rd star, you're going to go to a 4th star. They're all valuable. You really have to look at it across how you're using your heroes and how you're going to use your teams. That's the bottom line. What Awakening does do is it bakes you into certain heroes. Now, they do have the hero swap. Now, they do this for a reason. So the Awakening hero swap is cool for 2 different reasons. They offer this through the season for a couple weeks at the end of your season, and the Awakening swap allows you to take all the stars that you put on Tesla and move them to Kim, and you swap. So you take, if Kim has none and Tesla has 4, then you would make Diva have 4 and Tesla have none. You basically just switch them. You swap. Now, this is really valuable. You only get you get like 6 swaps total for the entire time that you have this swap skill, and it's very valuable because it does a couple of things. Number one, well, it does like 3 things. Number one, it lets you actually test how strong they are. So if you are using a 2nd team or a 3rd team, you want to see how strong Diva is with 4, perfect. Then go over there and do that. If you want to do it for whatever hero, you get to test how strong they actually are. That's one. The second thing...
breaking news. Breaking news.
Yes. Breaking.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tim would be down, but his English is so-so.
I love it. That's even better. I love it.
Okay, I am not. I'm trilingual, as in I try to learn different languages, and I only know like a few words from each.
Yeah.
So,
what does he speak?
We need to know what his main language is, so we can potentially get someone that like can interpret what he's saying.
Yeah, I would barely. You know what? I'm into all the bot stuff. Maybe I can figure out something he can talk to, and it would just spit out to me another language. Let me work on that too, by the way. I'll get on that. Anyway, so
yeah.
Awakening Shards.
Next thing to do.
So you have your Awakening Shards. Another thing that's really valuable for when you're doing the switch is if you, let's say I have Tesla, and let's say right here, Diva has, let's say I had 40 universal shards here, and Diva has 60 shards. And to move up, I need 100. Okay, so what I could actually do is do a switch of Tesla stars to Diva stars. So now Diva would have this right here, right? Diva would look like this. And now I want to get this last point done. Diva has 60 Diva shards. So how do I get those shards to go with my, let's say, 40 universal? When I make the switch to Diva, I now can use it to give her 5 stars. Then I'm going to transfer those 5 stars back to the hero I want. So if that makes sense, it allows you to kind of gather the other specific stars. So if you're looking at him and you're like, oh, it's Diva, I have to use him for Diva. You don't even have to use them right away on her. You can actually save them, and when the Awakening, the hero swap comes up, you can actually take those for yourself and combine them with the universal to make 1 star on the hero you are looking for. Hope that all makes sense, because if it does, it's really a great tool to use the Awakening swap to use those stars. So here's what I would recommend for free to play and low spend. Whatever team you currently use your 3rd team, odds are that's the team you're never going to play with. Let's just be honest. I mean, 10 years you're going to play with it. But ultimately, you have skill chips on a 2nd team. You have master on a 2nd team. You have, different things that you're not going to be able to replace. You just switch over, skill points, whatever. So that 3rd team is gone. I would not put a single shard into that 3rd squad. Why? Why would you do it? Just because you think that they're hero shards and they have to go to that person? Don't do it. I'm telling you, you can actually use them for a different hero if you do it the way I just explained it. Now, I personally, you'll look at a whale and you'll see them, and they're going to push, you're going to see them with 4 stars. That's the big move, because they're 40%. It's obvious, right? It's the cheapest move to get my heroes the strongest right now would be, if I'm using 3 teams, do missile 4, do air 4, do tank 4, and then complete 5, 5, 5. That would be the best use of my shards as I'm moving forward if I'm getting a shit ton and I'm 140 million squad, 150 million squad, and I have endless. I'm a 91 million squad. So you could take me as an example of how many shards somebody who's at my size, I'm 313 million THP, and a 91 million, I'm 92 million. You know how many shards I have? I have enough to do 4-star on Tesla, 2-star on Diva, and 2-star on Kim. That's it. I'm nowhere near being able to do 4 on all of them. So I decided that ultimately, right now, I have a mastery that is, I completed my mastery on all of them. I have my missile squad that I'm making my strongest. I picked one squad I'm running with, which I've determined for me personally, I think missile squad still has an unfair advantage in this game and is the strongest team in the game. So I'm right now pushing missile to be a little bit ahead of everybody else. So I'm making Tesla 5-star. That's what I'm doing. And I'm going to have my missile squad be my best right here. For Tesla will be my number one hero here. And then you're thinking like, oh, well, then you're going to push Diva to 4 and you're going to push Kim to 4. I'm actually not. Not yet. Once I get Tesla to 5, I want to take in and save any awakening shards I get, because I want to learn what these other heroes' skills are going to be. If I don't think they're very strong, I don't get enough awakening shards to make a mistake and push a random hero just because they happen to need stars and just because they're on another team. I think if you look at exclusive weapons, the game has already taught you a valuable lesson. Not all exclusive weapons were created equal. So, my guess would be that not all awakening shards are going to be created equal. Or not all awakening skills, I should say, are going to be created equal. And nobody sticks out like a sore thumb, I would say, more than Lucius, right? Who doesn't love Lucius in this game? I mean, there's people that have no interest in air and have pushed Lucius to 30 and use them on every single team. And missile team, you have them on, obviously, with air, if you're using your main air team. It goes everywhere. You just use, when you're hitting. Lucius is key for dooms. Like, it's just, Lucius comes in so handy when you have him. So you really need to look at awakening skills across the board and determine how are you going to use these valuable things. So I personally, even for mine, I'm not going to just dump them onto somebody just because it's going to increase power and just because it's going to, at the moment, do them. If I don't like the skill, I don't feel it's that valuable, or I don't see somebody else using it and has a battle report that's showing what a difference they're making for the team, I'm not going to be afraid to just store them and wait for the next season to push my next hero, depending how many skills this game gives us. So that's really like, I'm right now, I'm a missile person. I'll use 5, and season 7's around the corner. I need to see what the next, how many I'm going to get and what the next hero's skills are. And then I'll make my determination. And at that point, you'll have plenty. You'll have plenty to be able to, if you like somebody, to go back and do them. But I'm not gonna just push everybody. That's mine.
Tanky has changed his in-game name to QB18's favorite boy. So Tanky is now.
Did he really?
I literally screenshotted for you. I have him nicknamed, so of course it says Tanky. So I'd actually pull up his profile, but I swear to you, I had to mute myself because I was laughing so hard I started choking.
This guy is
okay,
nuts.
Tanky is going to be burned his own server.
Christ, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing, Tanky? This guy's fucking nuts. Tanky has lost his mind. He's lost his mind. You're gonna get disowned, bro. Your own server. Oh man, I am just done with this. Okay,
and also Wits was peacefully taking a nap. He was sleeping. He was enjoying his day, and he woke up tuned into you. And what did he see? You getting 100 UR shards and taking a screenshot of it.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wisconsin. My man. What up, Wisconsin? The legend. The legend. Wisconsin, come on with us. Come on the show. Hop on, bro.
Okay, God of Suicide. I have 8K bricks. I'm 100% free to play. On what should I spend it for long term? I'm on day one. Day one, 76, season 2 start. Team 1 equals 19.
Guys.
29 building, 30 getting close to bear 28. So God of Suicide. Hello, how are you? A few follow-up questions. How many builds do you have? 1. 2, did you use free bricks previously? And did you purchase Taylor? Because I think that that is a solid investment for free to play because you get so much free stuff daily, which helps in the big picture. 3, how many research tech centers do you have? They give you, after Age of Oil, when you unlock all that, they give you a second one for free. And frankly, they don't release any tech like later on. So I don't think it's necessary to purchase the second one, especially if you're tight on money. But an extra builder does help, especially in season. Taylor helps on your day-to-day stuff.
For money?
And then any type of like really
You cut out, Bun.
was really helpful. Just stuff like that's like more beneficial. But there's a lot of ways to kind of save up.
I'm with Ciro. If you're talking about money, I'm still stuck on Tanky. But if you're trying to spend money, Taylor is the way to go. If you have any money to spend in this game, then Taylor has to be the way you spend it. All these free bricks everybody's getting, Taylor is the way to go. It's really the only answer. It's the only right answer. Taylor. At the very least, until you get Taylor to 4 stars. All your money should be spent in that direction. Only. That's what I would be doing.
Circles, Wisconsin, I hate you. Circles, that's not nice. Wisconsin's just a baby. You have to be nice to him, okay?
I did not bet. I did not bet for you or against you, Wisconsin.
He forgets those things, Wis. You know that.
I did. I just
okay.
I see.
Like having QB as like a boss in WWC and like as a partner in 118 UXW is amazing. He shows up for everything. The man for himself, though, he'll forget to do bets. He'll forget to get on trains. He will miss digs. He won't click any lucky things because he's just off doing other things. Okay, and especially when he's on a live, he won't open AC, which he cannot right now. Please, John, open 118 AC. I opened it, and I'm going to have to go see a priest now. Okay.
The Alliance.
I was like, what did I walk in on?
Yeah. Oh, look. Oh, you're dialed up? The Wisconsin's going to come on? All right.
Wisconsin, are you coming?
He's coming on. I think so. Is he in...
I never know what Wis is doing.
Wisconsin, you going to come on? You want me to call you?
Okay, also, this is super important, guys, before Wis comes on. The man eats clam chowder in the summer. I want you to sit with that and think on it, okay? Clam chowder in the summer.
Okay. Circles hates me.
Circles hates you.
Yeah, he said, no. I meant Wisconsin said, I hate you. Oh, I know I know Wisconsin hates me. That's why I sent him the pictures. Because it drives him nuts when I get this stupid luck on this stuff. I can't control it. Wild. It's wild.
I don't know what Wis is doing. Is he yelling at us?
Oh, he said go for it. That's his, yeah, he's down. Let's All right. Get some Wisconsin finest. through as a group. Either you are? Oh. That's him. I heard one of
To
you.
clarify, I woke up, log into this, and I see the screenshot. That's why I said I hate you to you.
I figured. I knew as soon as I popped 100, I'm like, oh, Wisconsin needs to see this. As soon as I popped it.
You summoned him. You woke him from his slumber with that.
He felt it. He
Yeah.
felt it in the cosmos.
And also, clam chowder in the summer is glorious. I'm going to throw that out there.
Did you see the tanky? Did you see the tanky name change? Wisconsin.
QB's favorite boy.
He's unbelievable.
Goddamn maniac.
He is. He's out of his mind. I love it. The guy is crazy. I love it. That's what I live for. That's why I want this Tim guy on. It's the same thing. It's just craziness.
His main language is Mandarin, Beckett said. So we need somebody who speaks Mandarin and English very well. Please send me a DM on Discord. Because I want to make sure you're a legit.
Oh man. Oh Lord. It's so funny. That is so funny.
We're not mentally okay, guys. In case you were wondering, that's why we're unofficial. In case you were wondering.
Yeah, we only got. Let's see. Did we hit reset yet? Oh, we did.
Yeah, we hit reset.
All right. So all right. So what do we got? We got T11 time. T11 time, folks. Got to get your T11s.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Of course you can.
Since I missed the first hour, did you recap how your battles went this morning and everything?
What do you mean?
No, we didn't talk about that
for champion duel and all that. Okay.
No, I didn't. Why?
QB hasn't even opened that screen. He doesn't even know who he battled.
I know. I only lost I lost 2 matches, and right now in my group. I'm in second place. That much I know.
Okay.
Axe for sure.
That's how much I was able to pay attention today. My matches. I also know. Let's see. Where are my matches? Where are my matches? Oh, here we go. Record. Okay, so Doberman whooped my ass. I mean, it's absolutely absurd. So I beat Mikey Bear. I beat Daxino. 3-0, 3-0. I got my ass whooped by Doberman. And then I beat the Brokerian. Beat that. Let's see. I beat this dude from 90, 4x2. Beat him. Beat Foxy.
Me waiting for him to load bricks to his own account.
And beat that guy again. Yeah, I beat Red Wolf. This is all today? No, this is...
No, you only had 2 matches.
No, I was gonna say. I already fought these fights.
He doesn't look at this, guys. I'm telling you.
I didn't.
Oh my god.
I didn't look today.
Take his phone, take his account.
If I had his account, he would have literally zero resources.
I worked at 4. I woke up. Go ahead, bud. What did I do? What did I do so far this morning? Go ahead.
QB woke up at 4:29, 30 seconds before his alarm at 4:30 went off. He arose from his slumber. He looked at himself in the mirror and said, "Wow, you look great, bud. Let's go get ourselves a cortado." He rode out to the kitchen where his fancy espresso maker is. He made himself a cortado while also making his shake for the gym. Okay? He put on his socks. He put on his shoes. He went to the gym with both drinks in hand. The man pumped some iron. He went home. He showered. He got ready for work. Okay? And while he was getting ready for work, he also had his breakfast being prepared because once you got that pump on, you know, you gotta fuel the muscles. Okay? They're not gonna fuel themselves. So we gotta have that.
No.
And then he finally went to work.
You had one misstep. I did not.
You didn't fuel your muscles?
No, I did, but I had two protein shakes.
I mean, do you think that maybe you should like try
Is that
eating some of your food with like your teeth?
I do. I do in the afternoon. I just but when I woke up, when I woke up, I had a shake, and then after the gym, I have a shake.
That just like, are you punishing yourself? Do you not love yourself?
when
Punish myself.
do you shit
Incredibly,
bricks?
I was
Like,
incredibly.
with how much protein that is?
It's not that much. It's not that much protein.
He knows the
it's
macros.
filling.
Don't make him pull that out.
It's filling. It's filling. And then I did work, and then I worked all day long. And then after I got done with work, I did like some. I had to do some coding. I did some automation coding that I needed to do from like 2 o'clock to about 4 o'clock. Probably like 4:30. So that's about the day.
Absolutely maniacal.
And then I do this, and then I'm on here for 2 hours, unofficially, by the way. I'm on here, and then and then I'll go take a. Then after this, I have nothing to fix tonight, so at least I don't have to stay on here. Because last night when I got done, I immediately had to fix my chat. It's bothersome. So tonight, though,
I love that was something that you were like, that is just going to bother me if I don't fix it right now.
It does, because it's the only. It's like I love having the WWC so people could chat and like be on. Like when the chat box is empty, it's kind of brutal. It's like I feel, like it was like something was missing from the show last night because the chat box was empty.
Okay, Beckett. Legendary, we're gonna have to have a serious talk about this clam chowder in the summer situation. Okay?
No, he's on my team. Fuck that.
No.
No, we would.
Okay.
Clam chowder soup. Having soup in the summer is rough.
That is.
Oh, I had chicken noodle today. It was glorious, and it was 95 out.
Oh my god, I am sweating just from hearing that sentence.
I can't have I can't come out from outside. Hot as hell, humid, and then go into a restaurant and be like, your soup looks great. No.
Would never be me.
I won't even order a hot meal. It would have to be like a sandwich or something. Like, there's no meal that could be hot.
I would need somebody to, it would have to be like a cold sandwich, a salad.
Salad, yeah.
Okay. If anybody made like a pot roast for me right now, I'd be like, do you hate me?
Pot roast. Oh, good.
Oh, yeah. I would eat that. I would eat the shit out of that thing.
Freaking wild. Somebody asked if Baja was going to be on. Baja is our butterfly. Okay, he is a very busy man, hard to track down. He just was away this past week for something. We can let him know that you guys miss him, but he's very. It's like where in the world is Baja?
We didn't get to anything tonight. So we do have to. So I should say the guests. The one thing that I should say tonight, and that's not true. We did get the Awakening Shards. I hope you got enough out of the Awakening Shard conversation. All right. So the guest thing. So I'm gonna real quick just tell you about the guest thing.
You should have them DM me and not you, because you have enough DMs.
For what? Guests?
Yeah.
Well, so if you want to be a guest on WWC, I'm going to just open this up and tell you that we have a schedule that you can come on and be a guest on the WWC. It's open for everybody. It really doesn't matter. The one thing that I will tell you, like Slappy is actually going to be on. It was supposed to be this Sunday. It's probably going to be the following Sunday in 2 weeks. He was talking about being on the WWC. I don't ask anybody to be on for the most part. Like I don't like to bother anybody. So, but I welcome everybody. Like if anybody wants to be on, I welcome you. So there's going to be, if you're interested, then I suppose you can reach out to BunBun, and she can get the schedule to know if you're like really going to be on or not. But it's really open to anybody. If you have something you want to talk about and you want to be on, then guess what? I want to talk to you. And then you'll probably have a co-host. There'll probably be BunBun on here, or Wisconsin on here, or whatever. Because, they're fixed.
We like to keep it fun and fresh.
They're fixated. They're just like fixed into the background.
QB tried to joke earlier. He was like, well, like, you're like co-host and not really guest because people know who you are. And I was like, too many people know who I am now. Okay.
Yeah,
The DMs are you the BunBun? The BunBun? I'm like,
it's true.
I don't know what that means, guys. Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Just say, hey, are you part of the WWC? And then I'll be like, yeah, that's me. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you the BunBun? Well, yeah, I'm a bun. There's plenty of buns in this game. There's whole alliances of bunnies.
Actually, one person that's definitely already wanted to be on was, I know, Ant Leader of the North, who's usually here. He wanted to be on. I know he has a great story about his server and building up his server. And it's not going to be like a 2-hour segments, by the way. Like, it'll probably be, like 30-minute segment or, 40-minute segment to have people on. And then, move about. And then we'll have like a whole showcase. We could get a month calendar on who's going to be on or who wants to be on. It's the people's show. So as far as I'm concerned, whoever wants to be on is welcome to be on. Because Wisconsin said so. That's it.
That's true. It's because Wisconsin said so.
Can I give one quick thing?
Always.
I don't know.
Always.
I don't know.
No.
I
I would like to say thank you to everyone that reached out from the last couple of weeks when I've been gone. Meant a lot. I'm still your resident asshole a lot of the time, but thank you for the well wishes. Still recovering, but thank you.
No, you're not.
Wiss is actually a big softy, guys.
The secret is out. You're not the asshole. That's the problem.
Okay. He is an asshole for me. He will yell at you if you're mean to me. Good luck. Okay.
Oh.
But other than that, he's actually really nice.
It was once, and my meds had worn off.
Yeah.
And that was after Beck told me not to read chat.
Yeah.
I think both of us literally went to you and we said, do not look at chat. And Wiss is like, I'm going to go off. And I'm like, hey, pretty over here, sparkly. What about unicorns?
So before we do go off tonight, I do have one major announcement to make.
Guys, this is it.
The major announcement.
It's major.
And I'm happy.
Pretend we're playing the drum roll.
Happy Wisconsin is here for it. As you can see, look at Wisconsin. See all these? Must be excited about. Look at all the buildings I got wrapped. It looks like your base. Doing a little Wisconsin base thingy over here on my resources. As you can see, I'm fully developed. Going back to War Leader. So that's your
I don't know how to handle that one.
I'm going back.
All right. And while we're on major important announcements, please give the coordinates list a follow on Discord. Please check out Captain Hedgehog's site. Please follow us on Discord. You can find us there with lots of nerds to entertain you. Lots of information, lots of help with awakening skills and other things that maybe we don't get to because unofficially we're kind of the worst, but also the best.
We are not influencers here.
And if you eat soup during the summer, there's something wrong with you. You were not loved as a child. I cannot help you. Please do not send me soup in the summer. Okay?
Quitter. I will. Listen. I will. Wisconsin plotting QB's murder. No, I will be Wisconsin. I will be back. All right. It's just.
I know.
It's not a you thing. It's a me. It's a me. It's not a you thing.
Oh.
It's me.
Oh no! I broke my cardinal rule for the duels today. I waited until 30 seconds before the fight, and I went over to War Leader for him.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I went over just for this.
I
made a lot of people mad.
I gotta take my shot. I mean, I'm in second place. We have the Warzone Duel tournament right now going on for the next week, 2 weeks. So.
Yep. No, this is one of those ones, especially like You were talking earlier about the awakening shards. As you know, you and me being in this round of it, we get additional shards and everything.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god. You
Yes.
guys are freaking wild tonight.
Why?
Freaking wild.
Why is that? All right.
They're just crazy tonight.
I'm going.
It's not you, it's me.
QB's no longer soft, guys. He's war leader again. I frankly am soft, very squishy. Please don't burn me. It hurts.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm not. What am I gonna do? There we go.
Everyone boo this man.
You ready? Here we go. We did it. We're now war
dun,
leader.
Dun, dun.
All right, so we'll go through real quick. How am I spending my points for war leader? Because we did this for engineers, so you might as well see what I'm valuing for this. This I'm more familiar with. So I do not do the unit mobilization. That's like 250 troops when you 1,000. It's not worth it. Without a doubt, immediate return is just a no-brainer. That's why you are war leader. Duro ground capacity, definitely want to increase that always. Hospital prep, increase hospital capacity is a no-brainer. You increase that. Craze, yes, you want to get your war fever up. Your urgent care, I'm actually going to hold off on to see my points. Winning pursuit, I believe I will. I just need to make sure I have enough troops. Training of troops, there's more important things for me. Yes, I increase my speed without a doubt. No plunder. Let's see, it's about unit morale boost. Who doesn't want morale boost? Oh my god, so important, man. Garrisoning allies base, march speed increases, probably. Team strike, participating in initiating runs, probably. Let me go through and get my guaranteed stuff so I know how many points I have left. Yes. Hold the base.
Don't you do drill grounds increase, don't you?
Yes. I did it once. I do it twice. I don't do that. Yes, hyper fever is a yes. That's a guarantee. Because I have to go and make sure damage reduction is an easy 5.
There are no account reviews today. QB went over this at the start of the show. You're just a little backlogged right now, but if you are like in desperate need of seeing what's going on with your squads and how to best fix them, the Discord is honestly filled with so much help. So much help. We couldn't be more grateful for the community there. Even the ones that eat soup in the summer. So yeah, he'll get to you guys as soon as he can with those like official reviews. He's just been busy with travel and Warzone, and before that we had season 6, so he just a little backlogged, and unofficially he's just really bad at replying to DMs. He's sorry. You can message me though.
If you do want your account reviewed in Discord, put it in the main chat and I'll just make fun of you.
Stop it. No, you don't. My gosh.
Some people.
You like don't make fun of me.
Like Panther the other day when I fought him with no gear on one of my heroes because I'm an idiot.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I have 58 remaining now. Through. How many do I get of these?
I like how you're asking us.
I think.
While you're reading it. Oh, the provocation.
No, you're not
can't say the word right now. Hold on. So, guys, when I have somebody I don't like or like somebody that rubs me wrong, I just block them because I can't deal with it because I'll get muted. I went through and I unblocked my whole list the other day. I just wanted to clear out DMs, clear out the block list, just fresh start, whatever. And when you unblock someone, if they sent DMs while they were blocked, they end up in your DM log, and I clear that out. So I go over there, and one of these guys had used that skill on me like 3 months ago. And he was probably expecting a reaction out of me, and he never got one. And I was like, oh, that's cute. The one where it extends your war fever.
Oh yeah, the 5-minute extension on it.
Yeah, and I laughed. I'm horrible at like just anything that like if you guys want to seriously fight me, I'm not the one. Like I'll just cry.
Okay, so I'm not choosing that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the team strike instead. I want this. I think I want all of those, but this one's definitely still true. One again, Rally Vanguard. I don't care about the training. I'm not going to do the flags. I'm not going to do the emergency center.
You're not gonna do the red flag for me?
There's
How am
only
I
two
supposed to
No, I don't do the
how
red.
am I supposed to kick your butt?
Not as a war leader. Unless I have, we'll see when I have this left. So what do I have left? 3 more? 1, 2. Okay, good. So I'll do. Sure, what I have left.
He really should do that durability mine. That's his favorite skill.
Make sure I'm not missing it. Nope. I'm good there. Good there. Good there. Good there. Yep. This 1, 2.
Okay, nice. That's why I'm on block now. And I like that some
And
of you asked what your nickname is. You don't get to know your nickname.
I have 3 left.
Those are nicknames just for me to know.
So good, man. War leader is so good. I'm not gonna do. Don't care. Don't care. 3 left. And my training costs. I don't want the flags because engineers can have those. I could plunder.
Engineers can't have the red flag. Only war leaders can.
Engineers don't have red flags. They have blue flags.
Yeah. Why do you not know that?
I'm done.
Gosh, it's because you're unofficial, huh? You don't have to know the official flag situation.
Okay.
I love when people like join in when it's like been
Oh, I get one more.
like an hour and a half and we're just a hot mess.
There we go.
They're like, what's going on? And we're like, wait.
I'm officially now war leader. Dialed in. And let's see. Oh, cool. I happen to be in. That's where I wanted to be. Let me get this. It's a difficult Wisconsin though. Difficult giving up all the freebies.
You did notice the difference with it,
without a doubt.
Over the last couple weeks.
So,
it does make a change, especially for
it's not only
off season,
but
when we don't.
It's not only resources. The building. I mean, the amount of building that I've done has been ridiculous.
Yep. It's a definite. It's a different gameplay for sure, because yes, you can't instant recall your troops. You can't. There are a handful of things that you get with War Leader, especially the stat boosts when it comes to morale and everything. But when you look at it for a free or low spender, that engineer life is honestly the best life to get your stuff cooking, and then you can think about going over.
Yeah, and if you go back and watch the selections I just made back and forth, those are really my priorities of how I would have prioritized War Leader, like back and forth. That's what I do. The things that I leave are this unit mobilization I leave. It's 250 troops. It just makes no sense to me. Like you're getting 1,000 or 1,200 at this point per heal or per troop creation in your actual base. I don't see why you would do this. Like you're creating 4,000 a day. What's 250 going to do for me? Those are valuable 5 points to do that. I don't do that. Plunder is a good one. Like you plunder people's bases to get more resource caps increases. So if you want more resources, you get it. I become war leader to fight and strike people. I don't necessarily care as much for plundering. I'm going to go back to we call it for that. This is ridiculous. Disguise is going to do nothing for you. It doesn't matter. It happens. You use it one time. It's crap. I don't know. Not my thing. You guys already know how I feel about destruction mines. Jesus, those are just a complete utter waste. Efficient training, you're going to cost you less resources. Again, that's what I'm going to do when I go over to engineer. I'm not worried about price of stuff. I want to fight people and hit them. So I'm focused on that and less focused on resource saving when I'm a war leader. That's part of the problem of what I got in to begin with, because I don't care about resource saving. And I'm like, I just fight everybody. Emergency center is another garbage one. I mean, you're going to get 200 troops here one time. So everything else is just fight. Like, and even the DS ones, when you have extra points from the season and you can raise it in arena, you can raise it in 3v3, you can raise it in DS. Just think about a couple things. Number one, the rewards you get when you can move up. It's the same thing that people are like, oh, I want to be war leader because I can move up an arena and get some rewards. That's what you're really doing. So if you're doing it for that, then you're obviously going to increase and use your points on those things because you're going to move up. And the same goes for 3v3, the 3v3 arena, but the same goes for DS and using it in the events, because DS, you run out of troops. So anytime you could be a little bit stronger and conserve, I mean, everybody runs out of troops in DS. It's crazy. Canyon, at least you can refill your troops. But in Desert Storm, it's a nightmare. You always are running out of troops. So I highly, encourage, if you can get stronger in there while you're a war leader, then that's why I like to choose those. But those are my choices.
Okay, so this whole time that you've been yapping, which is my favorite thing about you.
Yes.
Admit for June. Hi, hello, sir. Big fan, sir. Thank you, sir. I got a lot of help by watching your videos. I upgraded my tech in the game in the right way only after watching your videos. Thank you so much, sir. I feel like you have PhD technology. Seriously, sir, I'm your big fan.
Thank you,
Man.
Amit, June.
I mean,
How much did you pay him to say that?
Yeah. I'm just, how many bricks does that cost? Because I'll do it.
I like Amit,
Okay.
June.
Yeah. What did you pay Tanky to be your favorite too?
Tanky is out of his mind. Tanky is completely gone. No, I don't even know Tanky right now.
And then for June, if he paid you and you need to be let out of the basement, just blink twice, okay? We'll come. Don't worry.
Amit, June, thank you. I appreciate it.
But no, he is happy to do all this stuff, guys. Literally, it makes him happy. It tickles little things in his brain that are very nerd-like.
Unofficially happy. He still is QB. He still hasn't changed his name. That's great. That's wild. He's wild.
He's QB's favorite. Obviously.
He's going to get burned.
I know, that's what I said.
Hey, speaking of Wisconsin, how did you guys win your first week, Warzone?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was
100
I think they got 1%. But yeah, it was
wow, only 99%. Were you even trying? Did you even show up?
I mean, I asked. We had invading rights, so we were attacking. We went over 5 minutes beforehand. I asked a couple of bases, and then one of our friends asked for some help, so a handful of us went over there when we saw that it was pretty much already done. I mean, we were done within the first probably 10 minutes. It wasn't really much of anything for us this week. This upcoming week we're against server 44 with UV5, so that one will be a fair bit more intense. But we'll give it a go.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how you do on your new server. You guys are pretty strong though, aren't you?
Yeah, very strong and insanely active. The for example, the rampage bosses, that come out.
Yeah.
Are all three of them got taken down within the first 2 minutes of them opening.
You barely get a
It
chance to
was-
get a hit though. Like you have to sit there and put a timer to be aware.
Yes.
Like otherwise you miss. Like it's crazy. What happens at 118?
Yeah, I had asked the customer support, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna add new levels." Well, okay, up the levels by like, I don't know, a factor of 10, because it's absurd. But but that shows how active these and strong the servers have gotten for us.
Yeah,
they upgraded them to 15, and we had 11 this past weekend, and they did not last much longer, if at all longer than the 10s.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they honestly need to go to 20. Like, or do something like
Bill.
double the.
Billy, I do not have. People like to make jokes that like I have Simpson stuff. I really don't. Most people are actually scared of me. They think that I'm really mean. So I get pretty lucky with not having too many men message me. The few that I do, though, I do shame, especially if it's on Discord. I'm roasting you to the WWC team, not the server, just the team, and we laugh. So just so you know, don't message me on Discord and be messy, because I'm not the one.
Hey, Wisconsin, did any of your percentages take a hit, like your building percentages or your survivors or anything? Or are you still at the same percentage, like 99%?
On the power up profile?
Yeah.
No, still 99% on building and survivors. But I haven't opened a building for 2 weeks.
Well, it's pretty impressive if you're still 99%, because I think they threw us in with the OGs now. So
yeah,
you're really like, I mean, that's like you're true 99% in the game.
I mean, I got on the suggested buildings for you to go ahead and do.
Yes.
It's suggesting me to do Gear Factory 29, the Skill Chip Lab 29, like all the very useful buildings that we have now.
Do you have anything left to do, though?
Well, I have 9 that I can unwrap today, but I'm already maxed out on points, so
I'm also max on points for the day.
I
like to get in, get out.
I had a handful of the T11 shards that pushed me over. Finally starting the gun.
Ragging camp is closed today. Thank you, sir.
What is?
You're welcome.
Yeah. Bragging camp. I'm 10%.
You get into buildings with Wisconsin, you're in the wrong conversation.
He said first T11s, he's finally on the gun, and I'm over here like I have 10% on the first one.
Yeah.
I just opened the 11s on this though.
Oh well, no, I'm two stars. Sorry.
So yeah, I do need to. I'm down to 350 bricks. So I do need to do a refresh on those.
I have more bricks than you.
Yeah, I've used them all, bro.
Everyone has more bricks than me.
Used them all. I gotta go into the diamond store, and I gotta up my diamonds. Get that done.
You and Pun on your rant about diamonds and teleports the other night.
Yeah.
Just going off. I mean, I don't disagree with it at all, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, hearing Slappy's conversation being called baby or cutie or whatever.
Hi, dear. Hello, dear.
Dear.
Hi, dear.
Apologies.
That's
dear.
how I imagine like him reading it. It's like, hi, dear.
Hello, dear.
Hope you and the family are well.
Yes.
We took your considerations and we crumbled them up and threw them out the window because we don't actually care.
We did.
But hey, thanks for writing us.
We did.
Yours truly.
Emit
for June is still going, and I don't know what server you're in Emit for June, but like I'm now a huge fan of you because it's at the point now where I feel like I might need to just bodyguard QB.
It was love at first sight.
I don't think anybody has ever loved somebody's tech this much.
Yeah.
I can give you his address.
Is it 42 Wallaby?
Yes, that's actually what I was going to say.
How do I know you so well?
All right. Well,
if only you knew Star Wars.
Let's see. We touched everything. Oh, so I didn't up my bricks. I'm not gonna up my. Oh, what do we got here? An official event. Official event. If you're gonna go get rewards, I hope you guys all got your alliance rewards and you do your check-in to get your.
Yeah, don't be the loser that doesn't do it.
Yeah, because I was for a while. Everybody was bullying
me. You didn't do your check-ins?
I did. I did all my check-ins.
Struggling.
I did all my check-ins. So it launched when I was on vacation. I was like away for a work trip. And then I came back. I just got off the plane. And Percent calls me out. And she's like, you still didn't apply. You got to go in there, QB. And I'm like, all right. And then I was trying to figure it out. And I was like, what the hell? How do I register for this? But I'm registered. I'm all in. I do all my check-ins. I got all my things. We opened all the chests. It's all done. So
basically, if you haven't gotten that level, guys, get good. Okay?
Tons of free rewards in there. You should really go and get them. Worth it. It's worth it.
But that's coming unofficially from us? Not sponsored. Thank you.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I say it for your benefit, but I'm not sponsored to say that. It's good point to go. I do have my chips. The funny thing is, like, we had chip day yesterday. Because of the Champions Duel, though, I have 3 more to get my third 10th chip. So since I only have to do 3 more, I'm going to grab them out of mobilization and push this to for my third chip. That's at 10 for the Champions Duel. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to make the knockout round. Although it's going to be very difficult for me to be the knockout round. I'm just going to be honest with you. The guy in I don't know how I got a stronger, such a strong grouping. But this guy, this match Vegas, was in my previous one. And he's stronger. He was stronger than me. He beat me head to head a couple times. So granted, I was engineer and we were closer, but I don't know. I don't know if I can beat him. Be honest, just straight up with you. I don't know if I can beat this Manch Vegas person, even the way it is. And I know damn well I can't beat this Tarta. Tarta's incredibly strong. So I'm going to tell you about Tarta. Okay. Tarta's 376 million. I'm not beating Tarta. Oh, Tarta plays with you, Wisconsin. You're playing with Tarta. 137.
No amount of thanks would be enough.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
UTH Alliance, yeah, they're pretty stacked.
No shit.
They don't say much, but they just beat the shit out of
Where are you?
people.
What group are you in? You're in our grouping, so what group are you in?
I'm in group A.
Of course you are. Oh, you're in second place right now.
And I got Mike first on deck
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, Mike's pretty damn strong.
Yeah. Don't bet on me tomorrow.
Yeah, and this guy, I know this guy's strong. He used to be in like 116 or something. I forget what server he was in. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's strong too. He's like 400 million or something, that guy. Close to it. He used to be. Oh no, 357. It's 357.
Tanky just sent me a castle. Hello, server 118. Tanky says hi. And you know that his name says QB's favorite boy.
All right, I gotta go to World Chat.
Guys, I can't.
Hello, server 118. Tanky says hi. Oh, that's too funny. You got your castle though.
I know.
So you got to thank him. You got it. You got your castle.
Thank you, Tanky. I'll bully you last for the next like 10 minutes.
There you go. Thanks, Tanky. Tanky's nuts.
Okay.
Seriously, he is just. Although did they cut off boy or did he change it to bow? And they just cut off boy.
It cuts it off because it's too many letters for when you're sending a gift.
It cut it off. I mean,
it's so ridiculous.
God, he's got look at his PFP goes with his name. I mean,
yeah.
So
Billy Ray, stop exposing the people who have not checked in, okay?
Who didn't check in?
I see you. Billy Ray's like, we can see who hasn't checked in for their alliance yet. Sir, let these people not have their free stuff, okay?
Dude,
they're doing their best.
Hey, I got called out, Billy Ray. You let him know. You let him know, Billy Ray.
Oh my gosh.
I got bullied.
It is. Oh yeah. There's so much bullying. It's hilarious. It's literally hilarious because everyone's just mean.
How many castles do you have, Bun?
On this base, I have 5. Yeah.
Do I have a castle?
But
oh yeah, I think Hulk sent me a castle.
On original me, I have 9.
Yeah, I got it from Hulk.
Because one of the VIP 18s, one of my favorite VIP 18s, who's literally so freaking sweet. I didn't have the mushroom base for season 6, and he's like, "Well, you need that base." Because I said something funny, I think, on one of the lives. Like, I just like how they jiggle, and he was like, "You need that base."
Ooh. Yeah.
So he sent me like a bunch of castles. He's like, "That should be enough now." I was like, "Thank you." But I mean, I get a lot of really nice gifts on my bases. I'm very lucky. Very, very lucky. I still don't have the pocket watch though, which I'm like, I don't like that this game has released new things.
Is that a new the pocket watch? I've seen the pocket watch. Is that a new or an old? Is that an OG one?
So the pocket watch is a new release for the new servers for season 1 rallies.
Oh, okay.
So the only way to get it is to get it from somebody in season 1 that won one through a rally, which is
hard.
Yeah, very hard.
Absolute insanity.
Yeah, but then you have to realize that also, the first set of servers had a bunch of gifts that we have never seen: the digger, the rose, the penguin, the birthday cake.
Want to see Jiggly?
Yeah.
Jiggly.
I was so mad. I wanted the penguin so bad. So bad. And I never got it.
Yeah, you want a penguin? You want a penguin? I want a goddamn polar bear. All right. Just
you do not want a polar bear. You would be so mad if this game actually let out a polar bear. You're like, what is this bullshit?
No, now okay. I have been promised a polar bear for over a year.
This guy in a polar bear. Guy in that polar bear never ends.
Give me my fucking polar bear. That's all I want.
All right, peeps. Wrapping up. What do we got? Wisconsin, what are you promoting? What do you got going on?
What am I promoting?
Yeah. Where do you get your where do you try packs these days? You get like a stylish, is it a CVS, Walgreens, like iPad, or is it an actual like
He gets his from
Prada?
Johnny Depp.
So like a Prada.
Those are direct from Johnny Depp. Obviously, he's part of Pirates of the Caribbean.
You guys saw the one picture that I sent you after the surgery. I had a full-on patch for 3 days, and then I had a week of just like a removable eye patch. And my nephew, because he's a jackass, sent me one with a skull and crossbones. So had that for a little while.
And you send me a video with that on, and you saying "arg."
That is never going to happen. But yeah, the vision's coming back. Find out a bit more on Thursday, and then kind of go from there.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Healing it up.
Not
we'll keep you in the
not
loop.
as blind anymore.
You're what?
Not as blind anymore.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, listen, you just click on the base until you hit the right one, and then you can send your troops. You'll get it eventually.
Yeah, it'll figure itself out.
Yeah,
I mean,
keep pushing them. Keep pushing the bases.
You know, I would say it was interesting going from the day before my procedure. You know, when you get a vision test and, they start with the gigantic, like, A or something on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even read that. That first letter, I couldn't read. And so, I mean, you can imagine, being able to read two letters so far is where I'm at. And I'm like, this is great, Even my work computers, my work computer's only blown up to 150% now.
Everybody was wondering why Wisconsin kept fighting with his fourth squad in the server war. And why does he keep throwing that team out there? Like, believe me, he thought it was his missile team. It's like, that son of a bitch got me again.
Brad's needed some work, man.
So just imagine every time you guys upset Wes, he's using his good eye to write back to you, okay?
Oh, without a doubt. He'll make sure.
He's zoomed in on wringing your neck.
If he actually hits you with his squad, believe me, just take that as a personal that he doesn't like you.
Just a nice middle finger right at you.
A middle foot, a middle toe.
Middle toe.
Right at you.
Oh, I can send one of those later.
Oh, listen. Your toes just stick out like I've never seen anything like it. That's
my God.
Feet. What did Mewtwo? You could open a pickle jar with them.
Pickle jar.
Yeah, that's Mewtwo's. That's good stuff. Hilarious. Gotta get Mewtwo too. Oh yeah, and back to somebody who's asking about Baja. Believe me, eventually Baja will be on. It's just a matter of you gotta understand. You can only have so much Baja in one day. It's just got to be the right. You get the Baja in here, and it's an event. You never know what you're gonna get. He's in our group chat, and we don't know what we're gonna get sometimes. It's like
Baja will pop in when it's like if I need like help with something. Baja will appear like a knight in shining armor. Okay, if we're talking about bullshit though, that man is a ghost. Okay.
What the fuck?
Essence, no. You can gift a revolver to anyone, but if you want to be able to display one, then somebody has to give one to you, and that's a rare gift. So I would look for somebody to trade with.
Dude,
if I was being honest with you.
What is that? What are you doing, Amit? Thank you. I don't know, what is that? Is that $2? $2? I don't know what that is.
Amit, where are you from?
Us all like, Ahmed, what server are you in? We have so many questions for you.
He's in server 800. He answered that.
Yeah,
811.
he did. Yeah, he's 811.
811? Oh my gosh, he's almost in my bracket. Ahmed, we're gonna be besties now, bruh. Okay.
Here, I'll tell you.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so wild.
QB, do your predictions before you log off.
He doesn't want you guys to see who he's predicting, because if he's wrong,
well, then I can blame him.
okay.
I mean, I pissed off a whole bunch of people today, so I'm happy.
Not me though, because I picked right.
Oh,
I backed my guys. Okay.
you had a little faith in me.
It's India. It's 200. It's rubies. 200 rubies. $2.09. It's 200 rubies.
That's very cool.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
That was very nice of you.
He loves WWC. All right. So what do you want to see, Wes? Who we bet?
No, I want you to do your predictions so you don't miss out on cash.
I'll bet on myself against. I think I will. Against Rogan. How about that? Yeah, I'll take myself in this battle.
I actually
can't let people know that I'm voting for QB.
Hmm?
It's a secret.
I have a lot of UXW bets that are going out there right now.
Oh, you do?
So if Santos doesn't win, and
putting all the pressure on everybody.
Foe 18, and yeah.
I'm gonna send Santos some threats. You better win.
Holy shit!
Damn,
Santos got a shit ton on him. Well, I'm gonna have to throw Santos
damn,
then
son,
if you guys are doing it. I'll just do.
We have Okie Dokie too.
We have to do. Do we have to do a straight? I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna go straight UXW bets. How about that?
That's crazy. Now you're just doing crazy shit.
The one that I would look at is one of them is against someone I fought today.
I gotta bet myself. I gotta bet myself. Where's my match?
I don't even know what tier you're in, because I'm in the times 4.0 tier. You are not in there for me.
Me?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Am I in the 2? I'm probably in the 2. Yeah, I'm in the 2.
All this work to go find you.
Yep, I'm in the 2. And I'm near the bottom of it, too. All right, now let me go get through the... You want the 4.0 tier? Is that what we want?
That's the one I do, because I want to win the most.
Uh-oh.
Commander Slasher.
What?
We need to end the live. We have to end the live because I have to tell you guys things that I can't say.
Oh, God.
What happened?
Did Tanky get in trouble already?
I'm going.
QB told me I wasn't allowed to do one thing tonight. He made me promise. So
yes, you're not.
I'll have to wait. I have to wait.
Oh God.
There's Black. See, I told you. Now Black Panther's on.
Panther.
It was him before too.
That's the real Black. Save my money. Save my money. I'll have some bricks and I'll be buying more money. I show I spend about 20,000 black market cash in about 2 seconds. So is what it is.
He literally takes one inhale and spends it all.
Just refresh and spend it all. It's not a far cry. All right, that's all. All right, thank you all. Listen, you guys could have been anywhere tonight on a Monday, and you chose to be with us, and for that, I truly appreciate the shit out of you. And for Amit and Tanky, appreciate both of you, too. For Wisconsin and BunBun, I'm QB out.
Can I say it now?